She starved her kindest daughter-in-law, but the one she ignored saved the entire family. Grandma Zhang confined her three daughters-in-law to three separate courtyards, forbidding them from speaking or seeing each other, her sole focus being to hold her three grandsons. The eldest daughter-in-law, with her sweet tongue, feigned illness and acted coquettishly every day, claiming she was definitely carrying a son. She completely charmed Grandma Zhang. The second daughter-in-law, seemingly possessing a second life, served Grandma Zhang delicious meals at every meal, constantly trying to please her and outdo the eldest. The two daughters-in-law were constantly vying for Grandma Zhang's attention, arguing openly and cursing behind her back over eggs and flour, making the house never peaceful. The third daughter-in-law, Xinghua, was honest and quiet, doing all the housework herself, fetching water, chopping wood, feeding the pigs, and cooking. Grandma Zhang only had eyes for her first two daughters-in-law, giving them all the good things. Xinghua, pregnant, ate only leftovers every day, becoming thin and pale from hunger. The village doctor said Xinghua was malnourished, and the fetus was too weak. But Grandma Zhang not only showed no compassion, but also spread rumors that Xinghua was unlucky, unable to give birth to a son, and unworthy of good food. The eldest and second daughters-in-law appeared friendly on the surface, but secretly plotted against each other. The eldest daughter-in-law secretly added cold oil to the second daughter-in-law's soup, hoping to give her diarrhea. The second daughter-in-law then threw away the eldest daughter-in-law's tonic and replaced it with plain water. The two of them also slacked off, pushing all the farm work and heavy housework onto Xinghua, while they hid in their room, wanting to relax. Xinghua never complained. After finishing her work, she would secretly bring food to Grandma Li, a childless woman in the village, and help with laundry and sweeping. No one knew about this. One day, a doctor from an oil mill came to read Zhang's fortune, saying that her mindset was skewed and that she would suffer misfortune sooner or later by mistreating kind people. Zhang immediately scolded the doctor and chased him away, refusing to listen to any advice. Before long, the day of delivery arrived, and all three daughters-in-law were going to give birth on the same day. Zhang waited in the courtyard, hoping only for her eldest grandson. The eldest daughter-in-law cried out loudly. The second daughter-in-law pounded on the door and wailed, all wanting their mother-in-law to take care of them first. Only Xinghua trembled in pain, silent, with no one even to bring her water. Grandma Zhang first looked after her eldest daughter-in-law, who gave birth to a daughter. Grandma Zhang's face immediately darkened. Then she looked at her second daughter-in-law, who also gave birth to a daughter. Grandma Zhang was so angry that why she smashed a bowl and cursed, saying they had cut off her family line. When it was Xinghua's turn, she didn't even want to enter the house, saying it would definitely be another girl. But when the midwife brought out a healthy, chubby boy with a loud cry and handsome features, Grandma Zhang was both surprised and delighted. Her face immediately changed, and she tried to curry favor with Xinghua, but Xinghua only glanced at her indifferently. Grandma Zhang felt ashamed and regretful, but still couldn't swallow her pride, only giving her a little food. Xinghua continued to favor her other two granddaughters. A few days later, an antique dealer came to the village, saying that Grandma Zhang's old wooden cabinet was a cherished possession and he was willing to pay a large sum for it. Upon hearing there was money, the eldest and second daughters-in-law, surrounding the old woman, they persuaded her to sell, saying it would bring her a better life. The old woman was tempted and pulled out a cupboard to complete the transaction. Xinghua, remembering the doctor's words, quickly stopped her, saying this man was of unknown origin and she should ask questions first. The old woman pushed her away, saying, "What do you know? Only a fool wouldn't take money." Just as the old woman was about to sign, the baby boy in Xinghua's arms suddenly burst into tears, kicking over a box in front of the shop. Silver spilled all over the ground, revealing that it contained a lot of counterfeit silver. The merchant's face changed drastically. He grabbed his goods and ran. His family chased after him and learned that this man was a swindler who preyed on villagers, and many families had already been cheated out of their valuables. The old woman broke out in a cold sweat, realizing that Xinghua had saved her entire family. No sooner had this incident subsided than another quarrel broke out in the family. The eldest and second daughters-in-law, having not gotten any money, were resentful and secretly plotted to steal their mother-in-law's money. Old Qian went back to his parents' home. In the middle of the night, the two sneaked into his mother-in-law's room and rummaged through her belongings. They were caught by Xinghua from the company. The two women immediately started fighting, crying, and shouting. Grandma Zhang, seeing her daughters-in-law, whom she had doted on for so long, so greedy and heartless, felt utterly disheartened. Just as she was speechless with anger, Grandma Li, who had previously been taken care of by Xinghua, arrived with village officials. It turned out that Grandma Li had long suspected her two daughters-in-law of having ulterior motives and had secretly asked someone to keep an eye on them. Today, she had come to uphold justice. Grandma Li recounted all the times Xinghua had helped others and endured humiliation. Grandma Zhang listened, her face turning red with shame, tears streaming down her face. She finally realized that she had been spoiling ungrateful wretches and mistreating her kindest and most devoted daughters in law. Grandma Zhang immediately ordered her two daughters in law to return to their respective rooms and forbade them from interfering in her affairs any further. She let them do all the housework themselves, handing over the house keys and management to Xinghua. She held her grandson every day, showering Xinghua with care and giving them the best things. Xinghua, without holding a grudge, remained dutiful to her mother-in-law, cared for her family, and helped the elderly and impoverished families in the village. Later, Xinghua's son studied hard, grew up to be a businessman, and led the whole family to a prosperous life. Meanwhile, her eldest and second daughters in law, because of their wickedness and lack of popularity, became increasingly poor, and no one wanted to associate with them. They could only regret it every day. Favoritism cannot buy sincerity. Treating honest people well is the foundation of a stable family. Sweet talk is unreliable. Kindness, diligence, and hard work are the most precious qualities. Having a kind heart and not being greedy for small gains are the keys to avoiding disaster and preserving good fortune.